Jmoji and Failboat used to be a part of a YouTube friend group called Octoboy Studios, along with 6 other content creators, but over the past few years, everyone else has stopped making videos together, leading the two of them to be the only ones to consistently collab. This friend group first became popular when Octoboy would upload a video titled Splatoon 2, but it's a hide-and-seek video. With over 2 million views, it was clear that fans just absolutely loved this group. Over the next few years, different members of Octoboy Studios would make several videos together, but over time, they've slowly stopped appearing on each other's channels. Videos that would have been perfect to include all of the members of Octoboy Studios, such as Jmoji's I recreated Splatoon in Minecraft, instead only had 2 out of the 7 familiar faces, with one of them being Failboat himself.
Dan, you look terrifying right now.
I gotta like lobotomize them before we begin.
This raises the question, what happened to make everyone else stop appearing in videos together, and more importantly, will there ever be a return of Octoboy Studios? To answer these questions, we first need to look at what happened to each person individually, and then look at how this affected the group as a whole. It all started when Gigi uploaded a video titled Clam Blitz in a Nutshell 4 years ago. Nothing seems strange with this video, especially since he's made in a nutshell videos before, until he would make a community post following up, stating, "Hey everyone, I will be taking a break from YouTube for around 2 months. Don't worry, I'm 100% fine, it's simply that juggling between 3 jobs has been quite the challenge, and I need this time to rest and focus on my mental health." 2 months then turned into 9 before he'd make his return to YouTube. In his video explaining where he's been, he explains that he's now a dad and is just very exhausted.
Where have I been? And the answer is, I was home. I was home because I'm a papa. Yes, I got a very healthy 8-month-old little boy. Like, I'm still gonna be tired. Like, so tired.
Following this, he'd continue to make videos with some of them even including other members of the group, but hasn't uploaded in nearly 2 years. His last livestream was about the Side Order DLC, and in it he mentioned that he was able to stream because he wasn't called into work.
Work did not call today, so I have time to stream in the afternoon.
So he's just too busy being a dad and working to be able to make videos consistently. Based on this, he also hasn't been on others' channels in a while. This can be seen when you look at Octoboy's last few videos, as Gigi was nowhere to be seen. Around this same time, Viantastic would get into some drama. I don't really want to cover the events because 1, just summarizing the events feels wrong, 2, others have already covered it and have done a better job than I can, and 3, that's not what this video is about, but I will be covering the consequences of his actions. Since the allegations happened in September of 2022, he's both abandoned and lost most of his audience. His channel could have majorly benefited from the release of Splatoon 3 around this time, but due to the controversies, the opposite would happen. His channel would go from anywhere between 300 and 800,000 views per month all the way down to not even 60k. In the process, he's lost 9,000 subscribers, and even after over 2 years, still receives some comments telling him they'll never miss him again. Also, due to these issues, he was no longer going to appear on anyone else's channel for future videos, although his disappearance was hardly noticed because there was very few videos that the group made between his controversy and everyone else leaving. Although I can't help but wonder, had nothing ever happened, would he have been in the final 3 Octoboy videos? Following these events, the rest of the group would still make videos together for a bit, but eventually they'd all start to do their own thing. Ets was noticeably the first to stop being in other videos while still uploading on his own channel. There wouldn't be a gap in his content until about 9 months ago, when he'd take a nearly full 8-month break between uploads, with only one exception. Since his return in early February, Ets has been focusing on a series where he gets the Splattershot Pro to 5 stars,
every single day. I'm gonna be uploading a video of the Splattershot Pro every single day until I get it to 5 stars.
And with the community post he put up saying that he now views content creation as more of a hobby, he's clearly just doing his own thing. His content hasn't changed much though, since he didn't make these types of videos himself, but it looks like for the foreseeable future, he's not that focused on YouTube and hence hasn't made much of an appearance anywhere else. Virus on the other hand would do the exact opposite. He was regularly making content on his channel until he uploaded a video titled Splatoon 3's Hero Mode Surprised Me. Just like Gigi's Clam Blitz in a nutshell, nothing was out of the ordinary about it, but after making this video, Virus would then disappear for over 9 months. When he returned, he never really got back into an upload schedule, only uploading 8 videos in the last 2 years, and with just 2 of those being within the past year, it's safe to say that he hasn't been focusing on his channel. He made a community post saying he was going to try to upload weekly, but obviously this just didn't happen. He didn't disappear entirely though, because he instead was focusing his time and energy on a different channel. This is Wildcard, a group channel with 9 total content creators, including Virus.
I have gathered 6 of our friends and
Wildcard was an amazing opportunity for Virus, and with each video performing 10 times better than his own, there just hasn't been much of a reason for him to return. Similarly, Hackerling hasn't made a video on her channel in almost 2 years. She does however stream and upload to her VOD channel regularly. The last stream that she did with anyone in Octoboy Studios was Web Fishing with Virus in October last year, so it seems that just like Ed's, she's just doing her own thing. Especially since she used to stream with them regularly just 2 years ago, and now mostly just uploads streams she does on her own talking to chat. As for Octoboy himself, he was the one that saw the most success with these collabs and got most of the group together when it came to making videos. He however hasn't uploaded anything since April 2023, and the last video with the group was in December of 2022. He made no community post or any tweets saying where he went, he just disappeared. However, a YouTuber named OWest would make a short talking about where he went.
Where is Octoboy? Why did he disappear so randomly? And I found the answer. It turns out he never planned on leaving. Although when he uploaded his last video, he didn't want to look back on his 20s and realize the only thing he did was edit squid videos. He's a professional photographer.
With this sudden realization, Octoboy just moved on. Now that I've covered where everyone went, that raises the question, will they ever return? I can't answer this question for certain because I can't speak for anyone, but I'm gonna give my best guess about this because I've done over a month of research and spent my entire spring break on this video. First of all, Vian is just completely gone and never returning. With it being over 2.5 years since he left, it seems unlikely that he'll decide to show up again.
I feel like my thoughts are not my own and I can't have anyone in my life. I'm quitting social media and I'm sorry for anything I've done to deserve this.
He's likely just moved on and everything he's ever done before is in the past. Even if he were to show up again, he'll never reappear in another video with anyone from Octoboy Studios, and with the messages still appearing, it just seems unlikely that he'd want to return. Even if he did, I hardly imagine that he's going to see any success. Looking at the rest of the members, if we were to see a return of the group, it would likely be on Octoboy's channel. While there have been videos on others' channels like Gigi and Jmoji, Octoboy just seems most likely to reunite most members of the group. Eds and Hackerling never really made these types of videos on their channel since they were instead focusing on their own things. I'd imagine if they were asked if they'd be willing to make another video, Hackerling would be willing to return. I'm not as sure about Eds since he wasn't in the more recent videos, but I still believe that he'd likely appear in some of them but not all. My best guess would be that he would appear if it worked with his work schedule and depending on the game. For example, I imagine he would appear in Splatoon videos but not Mario Kart, since it doesn't seem like he's the biggest fan of the game. In the description of a video he made titled, "I finally tried Mario Kart 8 Deluxe," he says that he thought he'd hate it but didn't think it was bad. 2 years later, in a different Mario Kart video, he said he has 1 hour of gameplay, which for a 2-year gap is basically not even touching the game. I've done way too much looking into each member. Anyways, other creators like Gigi could potentially return, and he has made his own videos with members of Octoboy Studios before, but his videos only included about half of the group at once, while Octoboy instead included more people available per recording. It also doesn't seem like Gigi will return anytime soon, since he still has to juggle raising his son with working, making him too exhausted to return. Octoboy deciding to return himself doesn't seem likely either, since he never planned on leaving in the first place, but after realizing he didn't want this to be all he does, it seems that his passion is just gone. And since he now has worked for Nintendo, returning to his channel might be risky, since his content has been taken down before, so he could become a bigger target, causing more harm than good. It's also uncertain what Virus will do with Wildcard coming to an end in the next few weeks.
I have good news and bad news. The bad news is that within the coming months, Wildcard will be shutting down. Suddenly watch the channel end. So we have 10 final big videos planned that will go up once a week every Saturday until it doesn't.
But considering he's very active on Twitter, he doesn't want to fully abandon his online status. Whether he returns to consistently making videos with some of his friends like Jmoji, or instead continues to make videos with others outside of Octoboy Studios such as Pixie, remains uncertain. Some of the members collabing consistently again could possibly happen, but videos with all or even most of Octoboy Studios just seems unlikely. However, anything can happen, but only time could tell.